Good morning, it's MaryEllen from the channel Sensational After 60, and today I just wanted to talk to you about a few things that can help us enjoy our lives a little bit better. And really what I believe, all I can talk about are things that have worked for me, things that have worked for some of my friends, some of my clients in the past. It's really choosing how you think of things. One thing that I think that so many people forget is they forget to count their blessings. And it's really important to do that. One of my strange philosophies, I don't know if it's strange or not, but I really believe that if we don't notice everything that God has provided for us, I think it kind of aggravates Him. You know, if we don't notice the beautiful skies, if we don't notice the beautiful trees, if we pass by everything that is gorgeous and that is free and we don't notice it, and we worry about things that we have absolutely no control of, in my Catholic brain, I was born and raised Catholic, I just kind of think He thinks, well, if she's worrying about that and she's not appreciating what she has, I'm going to give her something to appreciate. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody, but that's really what I feel. So it's made me a very grateful person. And anybody who has watched me for a while knows that I have had a lot of adversity this year. And I could have kind of like taken to the bed and I could have been poor me, but I chose not to do that. The first thing I do before I get out of bed every single morning, before I step one foot, I just start naming everything that I'm thankful for. And I mean, sometimes I really get specific. And there's 4 times every day that I stop and I thank the Lord for everything. I mean, everything could be so much worse. I was talking to Jim the other day and we were talking about sleep and dreams and things like that, and he said, you know, you never have bad dreams. And I said, you know what, I really don't. I said, it's very rare that I have a bad dream. But the last things I think about before I go to sleep at night, I think of everything that is good. Of course, I say my prayers, and I say prayers all throughout the day. You wouldn't believe how many of you out there that I pray for. That's why when something's going on with somebody and they're going to have surgery, or, you know, I want to know the time, and I write it down. And I pray for all the people that are in that operating room, in that procedure room. And it's just what kind of works for me. But anyway, back to the dreams. A lot of people, they go to bed and the last thing that's on their mind is all their worries, all their concerns. And just kind of try for a while getting rid of those thoughts. And you can do it. You can do it. I mean, therapists will teach you how to do it, but you can also teach yourself how to do it. When that negative thought comes in your mind, change it. Change it to something that you are thankful for. Elle Is For Living does a wonderful Sunday series. She always, she makes me really wordy with my comments to her. She really does, because so many things that she said is really what I believe and I have seen to work. She talked about the inner child in us, and I have seen firsthand so many horrible situations that people have shared with me. You know, I worked with depression and anxiety and grief, those type of issues in behavioral health. And the things that people have shared with me, the things that happened in their life, I could not imagine. I could not imagine. But for the grace of God, it could have been me. I just happened to have was very, very fortunate and had very good parents. So just a little bit of food for thought, and being thankful for what we have. A lot of times it's hard to find something, but there's always something there to be thankful for, no matter what your type of situation you're going through. Sometimes you just have to really dig deep, and you know, I can see with these eyes, you know, and even though my hands and my feet have driven me bonkers this winter, I can use them. You know, I received a wonderful pair of fingerless gloves, and I also can put those gloves on and put my hands in. I have Playtex Living gloves. You know, I am so lucky I don't have to get my hands wet. Just things like that. I mean, there's so many people who don't have those. They don't have anything. So this is kind of like a rattling video. In my last haul, I had mentioned I had finally received the ambient powders, the trio. I had really wanted those for quite some time, and I had a gift card left from Christmas, and Ebates had 8% back, and I thought, now's the time to try it. Half of the people that I watched didn't think it was special, and half of the people that I've watched on YouTube loved it. So I ordered it, and I tried it, and I liked it. I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it. But in the meantime, I had watched one of Nathalie the Beauty Diva's videos, and if you don't watch her, I will link that below. She was talking about a product from Becca, and it was shimmering opal. And I loved it. I thought it was beautiful. And so I went ahead and ordered that using my Ulta gift cards. And I received the Becca powder, opal powder, and here it is. It worked beautifully. It did absolutely everything that I wanted to do. At first I put it too close to my crow's feet, and it just kind of magnified them. But I put it on today, and it just really gives, for me, the perfect sheen. It did everything that I wanted it to do. So, this is the MaryEllen factor, or as people who know me, they call them MaryEllenisms. It's a MaryEllenism. I want the best value for my money. When I looked at the ambient powder, it was $58. And I had an 8%, like I said, I had an 8% Ebates. So the cost to me was $53 plus change plus tax. I looked at the Becca product. It was $38. I had 20% off at Ulta, and I had 4% Ebates cash back. So that product cost me $28 and change plus shipping and handling. The funny thing was, when I realized that this Becca product had quite a bit more in it than the trio from the ambient powder lighting, the powders, I thought, I'm not keeping that. I was so surprised, and I've looked online trying to get the amount of product. I can't find it on the Hourglass website. I can't find it on the Ulta website. You know, the actual amount of product. But when I had it in my hand, it was on the box, and it was also on the box of the Becca, and this was considerably more product. So I'm looking at $53 plus tax versus $28 plus tax, and this had more product, and it did exactly what I wanted it to do. And so it was a no-brainer to me. And I order things online, so I don't feel bad about taking up some salesperson's time, and she'd lose her commission when I sent it back, because I don't feel good about that. So that's why I sent back the ambient powders, the Hourglass Ambient Powders. It wasn't that it wasn't a good product. This was just so much better for me, and it was more product and almost half the price. I hope some of this video has made sense to you, and I appreciate you. It really is all good, and I'll see you next time, and thanks for these. my thumbs up. You guys are the best. You are the best.